What do you mean?
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to IndieCom TV. Tonight we're talking about Indiegogos and some Kickstarters. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks, Joe.
Welcome to the show, Dillard. We got
Hey,
Dillard
I
and
don't
we
have
got...
anything at all prepared, but I'm here
Oh,
because I like to look at projects.
oh yeah,
And
we all like
critique
looking at projects.
I might even let some of that spill out of my mouth.
Oh,
What else
nice.
do you like to look at?
Excuse me?
What else do you like to look at?
Don't be looking at my search history.
That's funny.
Oh man.
So we got a good lineup here. It's and these are big lineups of Kickstarters and Indiegogos. You know, when we were talking about this, I'll be honest. I said, "Wow, guys, you know, this is a lot of books to bring forward and to talk about." And they said that's okay because there's a lot of books that are being promoted and being made, and we should go ahead and try our best to talk about all of them. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this. Last Monday we did this, and it was a really good show. And we put posts out there, and got a bunch of people who were interested in us looking at their work. Now, granted, we can only do so much inside of an hour, and we'll do this every week, right? And if you really want us to look at your book, it doesn't matter that you don't have to just contact us on Monday. You can contact any one of us on any given day of the week, and just let us just point us in the right direction. Because I don't really search throughout all the comics that are in both these sites. I see them elsewhere, and then I go look at them. So I usually see them on my Facebook or Twitter feed, and then I go check them out. You know, unless it's people we know. Like, for instance, the first one up here is Allegiance Arts, and they have a bundle that they've put together that launched today.
You want to start looking at the project?
Yeah, definitely. Because
Okay.
I can, off the top of my head, I know all the names, so I can really. But they have 3 books. It's Nora's Saga, written by Blythe Northcott. I don't know who it's drawn by. I think this might be the book that Kelsey Shannon's drawing.
Kelsey Shannon, no kidding.
No, he's drawing. No, this might be the book he's drawing, right? But he's coloring the Bass Reeves book, which is drawn by David Williams. So
This art on this book is stellar, dude.
that's the art that you're seeing right here. That is Butch Guice. Butch Guice is in my top 5. He's probably my number 1 artist who has inspired me the most as far as style and what I try to do as far as balance. You guys have all heard this all before. I talk about balance. I talk about,
You sound like a Force user.
balance. But he, this is one of my favorite all-time artists, and he's been working in the industry.
I see some familiar names on here. I see Mitch Breitweiser and Elizabeth on here.
Yes.
What are they doing on here?
They're doing the coloring. Elizabeth has done sort of the color choices, and Mitch has been lighting these pages, and he's done a lot of this work on the channel, which I love watching, because these guys, first off, Elizabeth to me is the GOAT colorist, right? Absolute best colorist.
Yeah, the
in all
colors are
comics.
beautiful.
Kelsey Shannon, who's teamed up with coloring for David Williams, is absolutely a different type of colors, but really, really good stylistically. So the heads here, all the creative people, they're just super talented. Blake Northcott, this isn't her first comic book, by the way, but she's written some novels and stuff like that. She's a very talented writer. I think she's about to break out really big and sign a big contract. I don't want to give away any details, but my spies tell me that she's
You have
being
spies
courted.
everywhere.
She's being courted. I think she might end up at one of the big 2.
You're like
Espionage.
Hun over there in Asia.
But Butch Guice's work has always been in my wheelhouse, and this is just amazing stuff. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with all of this stuff, but do you guys remember Ruse? from CrossGen.
No.
Ruse was a beautiful book.
Hmm.
Absolutely gorgeous. Because his inks, like he has sort of a stylized look that's very tight here. And this is usually what I really like about, but he has some messy styles that are, you know what I mean? Where he's a little bit more sketchy and a little less tight. But Ruse was very tight. It was inked by Mike Perkins and really tightened up all of Butch's lines and stuff. But you don't really see it here. But this, I love how this looks.
So there's 3 books in this, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Bass. Go ahead. You can talk about it too.
I want to talk. This is, you come here and you just don't say to yourself, "Oh, hey, I'm backing a book." You go, "Wait, there's 3 books going on here," and I think that this goes back to part of what the audience has been saying for some time now, that they want more books. We want more books. We want more stories. We want more comics out, and we want them in our hands. And this is interesting because what Allegiance has said, of course, started by Mitch Breitweiser and all these guys here, is said, we're going to do that for you, but we understand through this is pure speculation on my part. We understand that in order to do monthly comics is different, especially when you're crowdfunding. So we're not going to give you one 60 to 80 page book, and it's going to be 6 months from now or 9 months from now. We're going to give you 3 books all at once at 20 to 30 pages a piece, and then we're going to give those to you then almost immediately. From what this says, it says it's going to be all these are complete and ready to print, right?
That's a great deal right there.
Which of course they can do that if each individual book is being worked on at the same time, and so you have the same starting point, same deadline, same printing, and you're not having to wait for another say 50 pages, right? You're only waiting the time frame of 24 pages instead of 60 to 80. And that was just a smart move on his part in order to get timely comics into the fans' hands. And that's interesting route to take on this. And on top of that, you get the entire Founders Edition bundle of all 3 of them together for $25. I'm sure you throw some shipping in there, so you're not out anymore for something that is 3 books, 3 stories. It gets you connected into this world, and you might actually get a little bit extra in the end,
This 3rd one here called Nora's Saga in this collection is really catching my eye.
Yeah, see how there's a name for this type of piece, and I forget what it is. But see how he's using the light in the piece to actually light characters there outside of the scene itself. So it has that whimsical feel and stuff.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
This is being drawn, and of course Kelsey colors his own work. I don't know if he's doing it here, but he colored this piece. I know
he's credited as a colorer, I believe. Yeah, Kelsey Shannon. Yeah, no, he's on the art and color. Yeah, dude,
he's really, when he colors himself, it's amazing. There's such a synergy to when you color yourself that you've drawn every line knowing, I know where the light is, I know where the shadows are, I know what's being lit by this lantern or this torch, vice versa, and what should be cool and what should be warm and blah 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 blah. And
it's a great.
That's why my work is probably passable, because I'm coloring myself and I know where things should be,
Yeah.
Whereas if I were to color someone else, I'd probably screw it up.
Well, when you color yourself, you can kind of cheat on your lines a bit. Because you know where.
Look at that shirt. Look at that Butch guy's shirt. My God, that looks awesome. It's probably a little too too loud for my taste, but man, I love his work so much.
Does it scream too much? Bring too much attention to you?
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. It's a good looking shirt though. It
sure is.
You see a lot of shirts with these campaigns, and a lot of them are just like the cover or a pinup of the character, and they don't quite belong on a shirt. But this looks like a solid piece here. That looks great.
Yeah.
And you get.
So I'm actually at the beginning of this bundle. This would be the first.
You get bookmarks.
A long time. I looked at all the things I backed, and there's like 2 things I have still not gotten. And this is kind of why I have been not, if people were to legitimately ask me, well, what have you backed in the last 2 or 3 years? And I'd say, well, honestly, nothing. Because I don't have a good track record with backing stuff and getting it,
Mm-hmm.
And then I back things just because they're associates or friends or sort of that kind of thing.
Well, let's see how much this costs to back. Let's check this out. So we got the first one is all 3 books, signature edition for $65.
Mm-hmm.
We got the digital edition for $15. Let's see here. Let's see.
That signature edition comes with poster after poster, comic after comic, and signed book plate.
Ah, okay. So that's why it's 65. I was wondering. That's a good collector's deal right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be getting this unless I want to really get a shirt. I'm torn.
Mm-hmm. Now, this $40 perk here, is that for a book that you get to choose out of the 3?
Choose your own. Yeah, it looks like you get a shirt, a poster,
and a book.
One of the book.
Okay.
I really want all 3.
Right. So the Founders Edition. Now,
that's pretty slick.
This Kickstarter, or this is Indiegogo. So this Indiegogo looks like a campaign to kind of boost themselves into popularity a bit. Like they're starting it's like the very beginnings of a company, and they nailed this on the head with how they're presenting this and what they're doing here with 3 books for let's see, I didn't even say it. The 3 books are $25 for all 3 books. Now that's a good deal.
No, these guys are going to be on Sunday, by the way, on Coffee Akia Bar. Now, if Butch Geist comes on, I might get all.
Are you get starstruck? Are you gonna giddy like a little girl? Is that what you're doing?
No. But I might be a little nervous because he really is one of my top 5.
Really?
Big inspirations. Absolutely.
Awesome.
They have first the choose your own adventure perk at $40 it's kind of a loophole in getting the 3, because you choose 1 book, 1 t-shirt, and 1 poster, which those can be different ones, but you can say to yourself, hey, I'm not really maybe into the Western or maybe the girl, and I just want to get involved in what's going on with the futurists. And so you can head just down that one line, but at that $40 level, it makes it valuable in the crowdfunding aspect, right?
Well, you got
because
$20 for the.
It's hard.
You got $20 for the T-shirt, $10 for the poster, and then $10 for the book. That's a heck of a deal,
Right. Yeah. It's hard to do a $5 product. Is my point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a $10 product. If you're going to crowdfund, you have to pay a certain amount. So what they did was they put all those things together, and then you can get just the 1 book instead of the 3, if that's your thing. And there's a lot of ideas and thought that have gone into what to give people, as well as this new idea of putting 3 into 1 all at one time. This is smart.
This is very smart. Yeah. I like it. All right, so go check out this campaign by Allegiance on Indiegogo, and it is at 11,000 out of 25,000. And how many days are we in here? What do they start you at?
Dropped today.
Okay, so they drop at 45 days.
Yeah.
Wow, they got a good head start here. They're almost halfway funded. That's good. Yeah. 224 backers. All right. Well, good luck to them, and let's hope this gets funded, because this looks.
Yeah,
like
and make sure you want to find out more about it. Make sure to watch Sunday's show, because I have a lot of questions, and there's obviously.
Maybe they can give us a sneak peek of one of the books. Who knows?
Oh yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next campaign. Here, you guys done with this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so the next one we got is called. Todd, this one's yours. It's the Advocator presents the Halloween edition.
Right, and this is another multi-issue campaign. This isn't just 1 book, but the reason it was brought to my attention is because there's somebody in the chat all the time in a lot of the shows that we do or the shows that we watch. And his name is Eric Hawkins, who's very active in sort of our community. His book is premiering in this now. It's to see this one is Zombieful Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I see the bookmark there. Let's see if we can find the book here.
Yeah. So whatever this preview is of his book, it's in here, and he brought it to my attention since he's sort of a name, not so much a face, but a name that we all know. I wanted to, because he's always watching fans speak and he's always in the chat, so I wanted to bring this up. And again, this is, I don't know how many pages you'll get.
Well, let's find that out here.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Todd.
So who doesn't want to at least do your due diligence on somebody that you know to be of a like mind, and a creator and an artist, and his book is about to launch not far from now. I think it's in like a month or something like that. So but again, a preview of his work will be in one of these books. And
okay, so there's 4 pages to every story, and there's 21 stories in this book.
Oh, huh.
So that's
this
44.
Is sort of a launch of a
80.
launch.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's 84 pages on this guy.
There's 20 different stories.
21.
20. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the Ashcan Bazaar, right?
Oh, nice.
That's
Nice
that's
word.
great.
You know, because of a bazaar, of course, we know is an old term for almost like a flea market or a mall, open air mall.
Mhm.
And so you've gone into this area, this bazaar, and you're seeing about all these different wares that are out there, and that's what it is. It's 21 different stalls of stories to see which one is going to tickle your fancy.
Right. Now,
That's
Eric's in the chat.
neat.
Eric, are these complete 4-page stories or are these previews? I would like to know the answer to that. Because it says the Advocator is an anthology with 4-page stories of existing properties. This helps give each property not only new content, but tries to build a new fan base. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dare I say, it's almost a co-op of guys coming together to help support each other.
It's like
Oh my God,
it's like a
you're
box
kidding.
of chocolates.
It is like a co-op. It is.
And it's a box of chocolates.
Mhm.
It's an interesting idea.
Eric, if you had to choose which one was a toothpaste filled chocolate, can you also point that out to us? That was a that was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
which one of these is that one, or maybe that little orange one?
Oh, the orange
syrup?
one. Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But I see art in here that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's.
So,
What perks are we talking about? What kind of
Okay, let's check out these perks here.
I see some art I'm really interested in.
Let's go.
It'd be interesting to see if this could become a collectible later on. Could you? Because where maybe a book takes off, and it's like, yeah, but it first appeared in the Advocator.
So for $1, you can get the pick one story. For $1, it's a PDF. You get to pick one story. That's not too bad.
Oh, like you see the preview and then you get to pick the story and get it in full for $1?
I think it's just for the 4-pager.
Oh, okay.
The project isn't about making a comic book, but bringing the passion of many comic book creators to life. I love passion.
So for $5, you get the digital edition, and then $10 or more, you get the Advocator Winter, Summer, and Fall digital edition. And for
Like a
$12, you get the
magazine.
physical. So $12, you can get this in your hands. That's not a bad deal at all. $12 isn't bad.
So
Now,
he's
Eric
saying-
Hawkins,
Okay,
go ahead.
No, he's saying this is a 3rd issue that they have launched this year of this.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
It's a preview magazine. This is in competition with what all of Diamond is putting out, right? when they put out their magazine of books?
Yeah, they do the quarterly, don't they? Do they still do the quarterly?
No, they have a monthly. It's the size of a telephone book every month.
Yeah,
Right.
and it has like everything from figurines to comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's good stuff in here. I like looking at art. I wish there was more art in here though.
Yeah.
Because some of the art that I'm like keyed in on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it is very, very small. It's
Very
kind
small, yeah.
of helping me out a little bit.
Oh, there's all the perks right there. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom down real fast, see if we can get. Here's some bigger thumbnails here. So we got Dead Kingdom.
So this- I gotta say that backing this and getting it is cool, but this is really, I think, one of the better concepts to getting the digital edition,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Because you get the digital edition, you get to check it out, and then you get to go find out the books that you want to go back elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not saying the print copy's probably not great to have, but that digital edition of this, if you're not someone that normally likes digital editions, this is a great concept to have sitting around.
Yeah, I think I might inquire about this a little bit with Eric at some point. See
And
if
check
we
it
can
out.
get
Yeah.
Yeah.
see if we wanna-
When you talk to him,
four-pager.
ask him how do you get, like, if you like a sample in this book, how do you get the full copy? If there is a 30-pager to any of these stories.
I'm guessing these are people ready to launch pretty soon. But
Okay.
he's in the
Okay.
chat.
All
He
right.
can let us know.
Well, best of luck to these guys. I mean, this is the third time, so they've been successful. So there's no doubts on this at all. This is great.
Great ideas.
Great
We
ideas.
started off with
Yeah.
Allegiance Comics coming out with their triple comics. Now we got these guys doing this. There's a lot more new ideas coming out. The independent comic book world is starting to gear up for something exciting, I think, in the next year.
Okay, so there is a book that Asuka mentioned that we're gonna look at real fast. It's called Scurry. It's
See
on.
how we're, this is almost like Fan Service Friday.
This is almost like fan service.
Service.
It's called Scurry, and this looks awesome. Holy smokes! It's a tale about mice. It's at 189,000,
Freaking scary little eyes looking at me over the mouse.
and this looks. It's a trilogy, and it's hardcover with a slipcase for $105, right?
What?
Mm-hmm. But look at this. This art looks. Oh, I'm a sucker for little wild animals. You know that, Todd. But this.
I'm pleading the fifth on that.
Dude,
Okay,
look
go
at this.
I'm a little okay. I
Wow.
have to admit, I'm a little upset at Asuka at this moment
Why?
Why?
for bringing this up and getting us excited about this that we didn't know about it and stuff.
I need to
kinda
get
seem-
this book. It's all painted. Sorry, keep going.
I feel somehow wronged that I didn't know about this before,
Right. How do you not know about that? It's at 189,000. Like a lot of people.
and I'm
What
blaming
pages?
Asuka.
If you get all three, how many pages does that equate to? Wow, look at I've seen this before. I know this. Okay, I've
Do
seen
you?
this before. Yeah, I've seen this artwork before.
Oh,
Man, this is. So we got Mac, who is the writer, and then Doug, who is the CEO. Who is the artist on this?
I would like to know the power rating of that creator.
Oh, okay. The power rating of Mac is his strength's at 3, intelligence at 2, and his speed's at 1. Does that help you? And he's 0 at life.
his life force is low.
Oh, dude, he needs a carrot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this Doug guy, this dog,
Mm-hmm.
dude, he's got like all of the best powers down.
Dude.
Dillard, he's got sleeping 5, eating 6.
Man.
He's giving you a hard run for your money.
I'm trying to say.
He's better at life than you are.
I'm really good at sleeping though.
But guys, really go check out this book. I know it's at 109 or 89,000 and doesn't need that much help right now, but
But if you want something that
if you want something that looks like it like pros really took some time on this. I mean, this is legit. I always like seeing these well put together campaigns where, I mean, you couldn't get this quality from a established company like Marvel or DC, you know. These look awesome. Okay, so let's get.
No, 'cause they don't like to pay those type of page rates, you know, for printed books. That's why, you know, Alex Ross, you know, when's the last time he's done a sequential book?
Right.
Because those guys, you know, they know what the book is going to do, and so their page rates are where they should be at. And you know, Marvel just doesn't invest in that kind of a page rate anymore. You know, like, I don't know if you guys remember Ray Lago.
No.
You know, I mean, guys were painting books way before, you know, obviously before Alex Ross came along, but it was just few and far between. I don't know if you guys even remember Sienkiewicz painted a book or a few books.
No.
You know?
That's why we have you, Todd. Just because you are the know-it-all to everything comics when it comes to writers and artists.
So scurry on down to your local Indiegogo and get you a copy of Scurry, a post-apocalyptic mouse tale.
All right, so let's get back to our other ones we got here. Thank you, Asuka. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, let me plug this real quick in the chat. And then, okay, so the next one is, oh, what do you got here? This is Era, the Empowered. Is this another one of yours, Todd?
Why are you doing all mine all in a bunch?
Because someone was late tonight.
Oh,
Okay, fine. We'll go over to.
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a book that was put into one of my posts on Facebook, and when I looked at it, or actually when I saw what they had showed me, I was like, oh wow, this art is bad. I like it. And now, granted, I see some different things here because I see some traditional artwork and then I see some sort of painted stuff. But
well, this is all digital work, but the one on the left looks like it might have been inked on paper, and the one on the far right looks like it was painted digitally, and the one in the middle is kind of a mixture of the two. Okay, so what's this one about?
84 pages.
84 pages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more than one book too, by the way. It's 3 books in one.
Are you serious?
Oh, we're doing it again.
We're doing it again, man. This is catching on right now, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this is...
So we got 3 books here. We got Lacuna, a hot-headed teen from the wrong side of the tracks must choose his path, duty to his family, or life of a hero. That's quite the predicament.
I think we need Dillard to say that name. Lacuna.
Oh, say Lacuna.
That's Lacuna.
Yeah, that's better.
Thank you, Dillard.
Matata.
Lacuna Matata. And then we have Blue Shift. As she finds her footing as a hero, Blue Shift's views of the world is shattered with her, or when her foes suddenly become her rescuers.
Oh, that's a little flip it around.
Yeah, Blue Shift.
Give me story. You know how I am. I like story. I don't talk about art like Todd does.
Yeah. And then we have Violet. Facing a seemingly unstoppable villain created purely to defeat her, she is forced to reevaluate her choices if she wants to continue being a hero. These are all very compelling. I like when someone can put the entire story in a sentence and then you get a gist of what's going on.
Which isn't easy to do.
It is not easy to do. That's what we like to call the elevator pitch. So we've got Blue Shift here, or I'm sorry, Violet at the top. It looks really like a fantasy, maybe.
She's robbing the same bank that Squirrel Girl did.
Oh.
Not Squirrel Girl, I'm sorry.
And then we have Blue Shift down here. This one looks more futuristic sci-fi. And then we have Lacuna, looks like, and this one looks more traditional than anything else. Oh one looks great. The
It
art
looks solid.
It looks what?
It looks solid.
It does look solid.
Yeah, the art looks solid. Some of the coloring is a little.
Some of the coloring is a little off, but I mean, it's not breaking it to where it's jarring, you know.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And the story definitely has merit.
That's
Yeah.
colored wrong. That's lit wrong. That's colored wrong.
I like the transparency through her though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that part is done well.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the holds are just sprayed on screen layers, and you got to do your holds a little better.
All right, so let's see where this guy's at here. This one is asking for $500, and they've got $255.
Oh, they should be back. Get these guys back.
Get these guys back. Yeah, it's not.
This
Doesn't
is a
look,
labor of love.
hey, this is in Denver. I might know these guys.
Wonder.
Yeah. You know why it looks like that, right? Because they legalized the marijuana. I'm just joking. All right. Okay, so
The room is hazy, so I gotta color it hazy.
it's a good-looking book, honestly. It looks like a lot of effort went into it. The story sounds fantastic on this Blue Shift one. That's the one I would, if I could pick, I'd pick that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to what do we got here? Oh, we know who this is. This is our good pal Preston Poulter's White Lily
Yes.
number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Preston Poulter is on number 4. Now he's got a good history of completing these issues are actually done before he starts his campaign, aren't they?
This book is printed, but there's a version of it printed for him selling at cons. Obviously, for you to get your sort of name in the back on the inside cover, you know.
And Todd, you might know more about this book than I do. Actually, you and DeWolf, because DeWolf's read some of them, and the art
This
is
a story of a real pilot.
World War II, right?
Yeah, World War II pilot.
Mm-hmm.
She was Russian. Well, she was a Jew, but fought for the Russians, or flew for the Russians, I guess it would be called, and was really good at what she did. You know, I don't know if she has any aces. What's an ace? You go up in the air, you get 5 kills.
It's 5 kills.
But with one up in the air, like one mission, right?
Oh, without
No.
landing, or is it really? You can go.
No,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah, because combat in the sky just is so treacherous as it is.
Right.
So there's something that I've got to say about this that I wasn't aware of, or I didn't know the story was going to go that way, and that is the cover, the variant cover. And I guess it's how he is maneuvering the story. So something that I personally would say, I'm not sure it went this way. I'm not sure which kind of material or documentary, or whether it's fact or fiction, or if it just makes an interesting story and an interesting cover for the story to go with her and her wingman, so to speak, to be in this type of a relationship. But I will tell you this, in the previous book, she had a relationship with a young man who was also an officer and a pilot. And what really got me in the story is when I was reading through number 3, that I was turning the pages like normal. And then 3 or 4 pages in, I had to turn the page. And this actually, this page right here, this project, you'll notice that this is not a standard comic book page layout. That this is landscape, not portrait mode.
This is
on your phone. So what you have to do is when you turn the page, you'll notice they're all sideways. So you have to rotate the page so that it's landscape. So it gives you a panoramic view. It gives you all of these aircraft lined up, enough space on the page to show them flying through the page. It's very dynamic when you're actually reading it in your hand, and then you read down the next page, and you have to, of course, you flip up and you read more of the what's going on in the actual combat. She gets shot down in number 3. So I don't think it's really a spoiler, and she's got to negotiate. In this right here, once again, this is a landscape shot. It's in the sky.
Hey, DeWolf.
When you get
this is a double page spread.
I beg to differ. It may so when you
Well, I
in
think
number
this
3
looks fantastic. This is actually really hard to do that level of communication and following the story that well, especially putting pilots in the air in separate aircrafts. It's really good. It's really good.
It comes off really well, the way they draw the cockpits. When she gets back on the ground, you turn the comic book right the right way to read it, and you just flip the pages like normal again until there's an air scene. Then you have to turn it landscape.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta bring in
Diller,
the baby.
get out of here, man.
Do that, yeah. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Thanks for hanging out.
Anyway, I'm just recommending. Not only is the medium of the artwork good, the story medium is good, but the way he uses the pages themselves to show you the difference between the land scenes and the flying scenes, and how that changes as you're holding the book in your hand, it's genius. I was impressed.
Now, let's talk about the price of Preston Poulter's book.
Well, there might be something where I don't know if you can see it from here, but when you go to back this right here at this level right here, $8 gets you current issue. Oh, it says right there. So you'll be able to add on. Say you already have 1, you could add on 2 and 3, or you could add on 1, 2, and 3, and it's $5 each.
$5.
Now, that's LT's price.
This guy is I believe, one of the only guys out there. There might be a few more who have gotten this down to close to shelf price.
Shelf price. So if you don't, no, go ahead.
I think it's $23. You can get all 4 issues that he's already done. $23.
I think it's $25. Yeah, $25 for all 4, which is one heck of a steal. So go check out Preston's book. He hypes it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tack on a joke onto that. You could steal these. You could actually try to mug him and steal these, but that of course would be illegal. So it'd be better to steal them from him for the $23.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
That's good.
Just saying.
But he has fantastic art in here, and the story and the art really do stand out on their own, and they complement each other. And we would like to see him succeed in what he's doing. So we got he's at 2,100. This is the first day, right? Yeah, he's got 29 days to go.
He puts together a pro team, by the way. The artist has done work for Marvel and other companies, and of course the colorist has done work for every company.
Right. So help him reach that $5,000 goal. And let me put this in the chat real quick.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Preston and his White Lily series.
And even though I'm not a big fan of this cover, it is done well. It's colored very well. Because that's not easy to do. That's a perfect example of, if you're gonna go purple with skin tones, how the warm areas should look and how the cool areas should look. It's a perfect example. Like, if it were me, I would put this in a file for, in reference of, coloring with the hue of purple skin tones. And you can see how hot, like, her back is, where you see a little bit of almost white. It's just done really well. And this is not an easy thing to do, by the way. People out there don't get this.
All right.
Joe, they don't go risky enough. They stay too they stay too close to the base, and you can't.
You gotta go risky or go home. That's right.
Yep.
All right, so the next one is my pick here. And
you picked a book.
I picked a book.
This looks like Raz's art. This is really good art.
This is the issue number 2. I have no idea about issue number 1, but this little blurb here caught me right away. It was 5 heroes from around the world must put aside their differences and team up with a supervillain to save the world. But at what cost? They're at 5,600 out of 5,500, so they met their goal. And the artwork in here, though it's not the best, in my opinion, it's simple but great. Okay, this, I don't know if this is supposed to be a pinup or a cover, but I like the dull colors. I'm a sucker for dull colors. And then these brights with the fire. I like illuminating only where it's necessary, and so they don't look like they're underneath the sun when they're indoors or when they're supposed to be in the shadows. So, here's another cover here. Do you know this guy, Todd? This is a Pruitt. Where's the writer here? By Corey Laquelle Pritt, and drawn and colored by Ellie Johnson. No?
Doesn't ring a bell, but the artwork is really good.
Yeah, the artwork looks pretty nice. Now, okay, so another thing that caught my eye, okay, the artwork is great. This double page spread right here, you might not be able to see it that well, but they put the panels on the floors of this multi-level building.
Yes.
Right? You want to talk about being creative?
Yeah.
Like, that is smart.
You know what else is creative? Go back up. I think, is that a chicken?
That is a chicken.
Dude, guys got a chicken in the scene?
Mhm.
Oh, any book that's got a chicken in it, that's worth it.
Well, she
That's
looks
worth
like
it.
she's in Scrubs, right? she looks like a surgeon right now.
Uh-huh.
And there's a chicken. So my guess is they're in a Mexican garage performing an operation.
That's funny.
Because
Black market.
right?
I don't know.
But yeah, this double page spread
That double page spread
was clever. It's just too clever. I couldn't pass it up. But no, look, the art's simple, but it's great. It's got a lot of character to it. The angles are dynamic. The coloring is nice. Like, see how you got this light coming through the window here? That looks great.
And Handyman came to the hospital, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like it. Here's what I'm guessing is a 2-page spread with a giant octopus on Costa Rican island.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's gorgeous.
And the funny flying dog, is that a flying dog?
It looks like a superhero dog,
Superhero dog, yeah, back it for the superhero dog.
right?
Wait,
No, go ahead.
what's that show that has those dogs that...
Oh, the rescue dogs?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. The Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them flies. It's the girl.
Oh,
She's a
really?
helicopter. Yeah.
And we know this why. Because we got kids. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, but the art in this looks fantastic. That little blurb for the story.
Wow. Dude, that looks excellent. It just reminds me a bit of Pepe Larraz.
But yeah, go check this one out. This is one that I would buy, definitely. And these team pinups look pretty good. And the dog, okay, look, I don't like the obscure humor in my comic books, right? But I'll let this one slide.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like if it,
Especially if he says, see, I'm not gonna remember this, but there was a line from, what's his name, Nacho something? The wrestler?
Nacho Libre?
Yeah. What was his line that he had? Like he had a yell or a bellow.
I have no idea.
I know I blew it, but if the dog said the line, that would be actually kind of cool.
That's
It kinda
Jack
reminds
Black,
me of
right?
Mexican wrestling. Yeah, Jack Black.
All right, so you can get this book for, it looks like $5 for the PDF, $10 for 1 and 2 for the PDF. And then
Here's the thing, guys. Sometimes when it comes here, when it comes to PDFs, you get a notice through your pledge or the campaign, and then that's how you go get the PDF. It doesn't just come in your email. Sometimes I found this out because I was looking. Remember, I said I was looking at some books I backed, going, "Wow, there's like 4 or 5 books here I don't even have." But the PDF was something. They send you, "Hey, you backed us. Remember, here's how to retrieve your PDF." I did not know that. I just expected it to show up in my.
they usually give you a password, right? That way you can go get your download.
Well, whether it's a password or it's sort of built into the thing, But I always just assumed you backed the book, you chose the PDF thing, and it would eventually come to you via email, but it doesn't. So you got to go through another step in the campaign where there's like a message for you. It's in messages. And this is here's your PDF, and then hitting it will just get you there. You know, the password's probably built into it.
Gotcha.
Welcome to the world the way it's done, Todd.
Dude,
I don't know what we would do without Todd here.
There was a couple books when I went and looked, I go, I never saw this book. Why didn't I ever see it? You know, and then I realized there's a step I didn't do.
All right, DeWolf, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. We have Flatline Cry Havoc.
Oh, yes. Yes. So Alex and Bellis is a pilot and her ad effects. And obviously, I'm just checking out the overview at this point. And I don't know what ad effects means yet, but I want to know. Because they're going to complete a job in a dangerous waste of Graia. Out in the burning sands, our reputation is worth more than gold, and Alex finds herself in a difficult position when her employer causes her to break one of her cardinal rules, and that is no civilians.
This art
I
is
saw this
amazing.
one and I thought, this just looks so cool,
Mhm.
right? It's you have this this pilot of this ad effects, and the only reason I can only look at this at the moment and say, okay, it's like Mecca, but it has that Roman look and it looks like stone all at the same time. I think this is a pretty cool look for this whole
like
thing.
a stone golem almost.
Stone golem,
Mm-hmm.
reaching back into the old D&D lore, right?
Yeah, if a stone golem was Roman, definitely.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool, man. That's a fresh look at mechanized warfare, right? It's like, what if we never really got out of that Roman culture all the way, right? And we started building robots. Dude, that looks so awesome. It looks so cool.
Yeah, and there's a way of that they made the outfit, the suit that she's wearing, with the little bars across it, that it looks military too, as well.
Let me see what
It has this idea.
Oh yeah, like safety bars. Yeah.
Safety bars. Yeah, the safety bars. It's all across the helmet, so it's very military. I don't see this this kind of industrial look and functional look on armor a lot. You know, a lot of times we I mean that as storytellers and artists, a lot of times we're going to take those types of functional aspects and we're going to remove them because they don't make for a good story.
Mhm.
It's hard to put that on an outfit or a suit of armor and make it actually look good. And so we're just going to delete them off. And here, when they do it, it looks like it's part of the whole package. You know, I think it's pretty cool.
No, it's
So
great.
this was my.
It's
Yeah, go ahead.
it's a when like, I'm not this good at concept characters, right? But when you see an artist who can do that, they can pretty much do anything, right? Especially in the mechanical realm. Getting down like almost like what do you call? I'm at a loss here. What do you call people who like design cars and things like that, where they do the mechanical, not like the engine work and stuff, like an engineer, right? Like like putting it down on blueprints. You know, that technical drawing is what I'm looking for. Like when you can do technical drawing, like all these Japanese kids with their manga, dude, you can pretty much draw anything. And it's cool to see it Americanized like this. And the coloring is on spot, or on point, and the concept is fresh.
If you go down to the shirts, that shirt number 1, you know how we were talking about how some things they just don't look good on shirts.
Yeah, look,
that shirt number 1,
the blue,
it stands right out, saying that it is a shirt.
It's a nice piece, yeah. Inside that cog there.
Yeah.
When you try to throw all colors of the rainbow on a shirt, it never works out, especially like on these mute colors. But when you make the hue close to the actual shirt, they really do pop. But yeah, I would pick that one, or I'd pick number 3 there. I like that bust piece there. That's pretty cool. Todd would probably pick number 5. He's a sucker for chibis.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Is that you can pledge $4 and get the physical copy of Flatline Cry Havoc.
No.
That's what it says.
No.
I'm just reading the guy's page.
Hold on here. We've got to double check this here. It sounds like you're robbing
That's
this
right.
guy.
I know. Once again, we're gonna hurt some people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do we got? We got $10 here, or no, $1 is the just the thank you credit. Okay, $4 is a digital copy, and then $4 is what?
How? Why?
That's
So
insane. Is
now what
shipping like
happens-
$30?
no, shipping for United States is $3. So for $7, so for $4, yes, you can get the digital. For $7, which includes everything, shipping included, you also get the physical copy.
That's crazy.
Some people are.
Preston's got to step it up. That's a great deal though, because like the closer you can get it to like $4, like Marvel doesn't do $4 that much anymore. They do 5, you know, for a 30 pager. And when you can get it below Marvel and have like better quality, and this shot right here is just awesome. But it's really worth, like you're sacrificing $4. That's it. You know, you're sacrificing a cup of coffee and a donut. So
Yeah.
you know, just for a nice piece of entertainment like this, and it's great to see that they can do that. I wonder, is this printed differently than anybody else, or?
Yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for some more of those specifics. I haven't found them, but what they're offering does look pretty exciting.
Yeah, a good pick, the Wolf. It's a good pick.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So Todd, you got anything to say about this?
No, because I've been sharing it out, because I didn't share it out in the beginning because I was a little excited to talk about some of these books. So I've been working behind the scenes here just to see if we can get some more eyes on it.
All right.
Okay.
Good deal.
Well, we've got 5 minutes. Let's start wrapping this up. What was your guys' favorites tonight?
You only one?
What's up?
Wolf brought one?
Yeah.
Jeez, the Wolf.
No, the Wolf had a busy day. All right.
I did have a busy day.
He had a busy day. All of these tonight were superb.
Tuning fork.
There's just a lot of superb comics coming out. There's a lot of independent comics out there,
Mhm.
and I would like to see more of these creators promoting. Now, albeit we're in our world, so maybe in their world where they're at, they're promoting like crazy,
Mhm.
and I'd like to see them promoting with us like crazy, and then of course we turn that around and just keep growing these worlds together until everybody knows that
Yeah.
independent comics are on the rise.
Mhm.
You can't tell me, though, that your wheel isn't turning going, maybe we should start an imprint. Maybe we got enough people in here to come up with a comic book, quarterly, more than one,
I have already thought about that. What are you talking about? And
Yeah,
plus,
I think
already
we
have a
shot
flying
that
side
duck
card.
down like 10 times. We duck hunted Mr. DeWolf here so many times on that.
What?
Every time you're like, hey, we should do like a quarterly or a monthly magazine, and every time we're like, no, DeWolf, it's not gonna work. But
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
No, he's had a few ideas. No, to be honest, he's had a few ideas, and some of them have been solid ideas. And
mhm.
I don't know that the subscription one would work because
Right.
not
No, wait a second. Oh, we haven't tried it yet. See, that's the thing. At the moment, I've had ideas. I'm going to defend myself, and we have. I got 6 minutes to do it in.
no.
We-
You have to prove that you are a viable creator first. before
Well,
you-
I know, right? And so that's the thing, and I understand that. That's why, of course, we have Flying Psycho Press, and we're starting to promote some of these ideas and going to start putting them out because, like you said, and you're saying it now, I have had some of these ideas that are happening now we've discussed these before. I've discussed these before.
You know what
So-
we should do though with these Mondays? We should pick our favorite campaign that we just went through, and then get them on Sunday's show to promote their book a little bit more.
Well, we're gonna be very lucky to have Allegiance Arts on Sunday's show. So I don't know who they're bringing. Like I
Let's
said,
hope it's Mitch and Elizabeth. That'd be great.
I definitely would love to talk to both of them. You know,
Mhm.
obviously, I've reached out to them before, and they decided this is when they would be willing. Was when they would launch this. But just to have do a show with Elizabeth about color harmony and color theory. 'Cause
Mhm.
she talks very well. Now, a lot of people can explain it and talk about it, but to the point where you get it is not really easy. But I remember her doing this once on a episode of something where she was being interviewed, and she was explaining color harmonies, and I'm like, wow, I just sort of had an epiphany what you mean, and that's what my teacher told me. Like, you will do this for years before it actually sort of sets in, and you go, oh, I get it. Because color theory and color harmonies is very, very almost like a pseudoscience.
I'd tune into that show just to watch Todd cry.
You collect those Todd tears; they'll be worth something.
You know what? Remember how they drink with the Gelflings or their essence or whatever?
Their essence.
Yeah, if you drink my tears, there's bound to be some residual effect. I'm not going to say it.
From a colorist talking about coloring, and you that's essence.
It's going to be profound. It may not be exactly what you expected. It's going to.
All right. Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in. Like, share, and sub to the channel if you can. It really helps us out when you share our videos around. We're growing at a steady pace. We would like, what are we at? We're at 155 subs. We would like to hit 200 for Christmas. That's Todd's Christmas wish. So share as much as you can. Tell your friends. We're on Twitter. We're on every social media. Just look for Indicom TV, and you'll see our little classy cartoon icon there. And we really like doing these Indiegogos and Kickstarters every Monday. So if you know of one you'd like to see on here, get us on Twitter and send us a link, or get us on Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place, and we always enjoy having you guys here.
Appreciate you guys coming to watch. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you all.